We look to the heavens for hope, guidance in a world of uncertainty.
I'm going to portray Dwayne as the devil with all these horns coming out of his head. And, Stacy's going to have the angel wings behind her.
Something physical that you can do to help yourself, because what you need is grounding, especially right now, is to just take your shoes off and walk outside for a little while and ground yourself with the earth.
Yeah, let it go, just let it go, let it flow. Because with you having air, and you said Libra and Gemini, you guys are like the zodiac of the thinkers, so you're probably thinking of a million things and trying to be, and then you got Virgo, you really have it bad. I feel so sorry for you guys.
Well, luckily I have no need for money. I live on love.
Oh, aren't you lucky?
You know what? Well, the last time I went to a restaurant and tried to pay with love, I got kicked out.
I was gonna say I pay with love too, but love is the tip.
Yeah, well, she will find out. She will know that you messed with her. She will find out exactly what you did and why, because she will know if you're lying or not. She will plot her revenge, and then she will execute that revenge.
But more in a more polite way, because I'm still soft and hard.
She'll be like, "Oh, bless your heart."
Kindness is the new currency. Then our AI can be fucking kind to us.
You're making sure the robots like you. You're like, in 10 years they're gonna.
You know what? She thinks she's slick, Dwayne. She's gonna be the protected queen of the cyborg.
I will be 100%.
Even if it's giving you days, I'm like, you have to start doing what you need to do by now.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you gotta question me and ask me this, don't be mad at what I have to say, because I might, give you truth.
To the left.
I've been working with you for 2.5 years, and every excuse every week is Mercury retrograde.
Because we're always in one.
Yeah. The time to start saying, I want this, I want that. And not even to say I want. I keep forgetting to tell people.
I have.
I am. Thank you for gratitude for already having what it is that you desire.
And thank you, universe, bring me more.
Oh shit, we're back on. Yeah. That's what I was just saying the other day. I gain weight in the winter and then it melts away in the spring and summer.
Well, and Dwayne, I was gonna call you a bear, but that has a number of different connotations, and I don't know if that really applies to you or not.
Oh yeah, no, I'm now what's called a bear. I started as a Twinkie, then I was an otter. Now I'm a bear, and I'm a daddy too because I'm 50. So I'm like a bear daddy apparently.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, if I gain about 50 more pounds and grow some hair, I'll be a silverback gorilla.
Wow.
That's a new classification, huh? I need to get up on my classification.
Yeah, then it's manatee. If you don't have any hair, you're a manatee.
I love the humor. I love it.
Well, here we are. It's the beginning of 2026, and like Keone just said, we're getting close to Valentine's Day. So, of course, September is going to give us some love readings. And then Stacy was just talking about the horror that is taxes. And that is right in line astrologically with March and April being, screwed up this year a little bit. So So we'll get into that. But how are you two doing? How are you doing, September?
I am doing good. I've been in a hermit mode type of energy. So I've been laying back, letting things flow. So that's how I've been.
Good.
Oh, girl,
Good.
I
That's
feel
Virgo.
you on that. I've been hermity since July, but I've been extra hermity. And that's so unlike me. Like, I have my moments of hermit because I'm so introverted, but
Mhm.
I like to go out and do things and be seen. And I swear to God, like, my gas bills are so low because I don't drive anywhere. I get everything delivered.
Yes.
I just don't have the energy for people, you know? It's crazy. I'm feeling a little bit, and maybe Dwayne with the astrology you can speak to this, but I'm feeling a little bit of the kind of the twinges every so often of being like, okay, maybe I'm starting to want, not necessarily want people, but like want a little more interaction that is on my terms, but I'm still not like, I'm perfectly content to hang out in my house and
Yeah.
just have everything.
You know what else is fun for socializing? Mental hospitals. I'll tell you, there's some really interesting people there.
Hermity.
Germany.
Hermity. Hermit.
Oh boy.
They're trying to get everybody, huh?
I feel like I'm always paying my taxes.
Mhm.
I had
Oh,
that happen actually years and years ago when I was still married. They tracked me down. So it wasn't taxes. It was actually, I had gotten a covered license plate ticket when I was like 22 in New York. I had driven to New York one time from Canada. I was still living in Canada. And I don't know if I just didn't pay it, or but I probably didn't pay it because back then I didn't have any freaking money and I didn't know my ass from a hole in the ground. So this is like, I don't know, like 14 years later, they send a snail mail to my ex-husband's house saying that, you know, with taxes and fees and blah blah blue, that I owe, you know, thousands of dollars for this whatever. And he explained to me, oh, like, we don't even need to pay attention to it. He's like, they do that sometimes when they get low in the coffers and they need money. They go after all of these like unpaid things, you know, and it's probably well past the statutory, but they're banking on you just paying it, you know, and dealing with it to get the money. So we just, you know, we double checked with the lawyer, and the lawyer was like, yeah, no, you don't have to do anything about it.
well,
But
it's funny you
they won't.
said. It's funny you said covered license plate because I just ordered this thing. It's a leaf and it's magnetic and it goes on your license plate to look
Oh,
like a leaf went on there, just in case I'm ever, on the run. I figured it's good to have it, and it's only $3. Today's show is sponsored by Preparation H.
This is going to be hilarious.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, you guys are all day.
It's not satire. Well, not an astro tarot perspective, just from a psychic perspective. I don't know astro from a hole in the ground. So
So maybe you should invite Dwayne the white furry astrologer for that.
Yes, the bear, Dwayne the bear.
Well, I like because Black Feather Intuitive is so nice. I want to be the white furry astrologer.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes. Oh my gosh. No, it's not. It's going to be too many. It's going to bring up too many memories. No, I wouldn't do that. I advise not.
I know
It would
Keone
look
is
like
the city of
my
North
background, like
Carolina.
books. Yeah, books.
It's drugs.
It's just the look. We call it the quiet room.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I'm pulling cards from Tarot of the Guiding Muse today because I felt like we needed a little muse activity, muse energy, little inspiration. Let's see what we need to know about the beginning of the year here and maybe what can inspire us. Oh, very cool. We got the magician. So I think that's really interesting. So we are in a 10 year, which is actually the Wheel of Fortune. But 10 breaks down into a 1. So it is about new beginnings. And that magician energy, I feel, is coming through to say, pay attention to your resources, pay attention to your personal zone of genius. Connect to your zone of genius or zones of genius and make them work for you. You don't need permission to move forward into creating the life that you want to live. And regardless of what is happening in the collective right now, the focus really needs to be on your self love, your self care, the practices and rituals that you need in order to be able to thrive in this world. And to thrive in, I want to say, this first quarter, the January through to the end of March energy. I'm also feeling like there's going to be almost like this call to action for people to bring more of their magic to the situation, to the circumstance, to the relationship. And I don't mean to speak in terms when I use the word magic, I don't mean to speak in terms of the cheesy magic kind. I mean like your light, shining your skills and your abilities. This is a time I feel for us where we all need to really understand what it means for us on an individual level to go big or go home. You need to understand it. I'm not saying you necessarily have to act upon it unless you feel so inclined, and the universe will support you if you feel so inclined. But I feel like at least doing the exploration to know and understand what that looks like for you is uber important. I feel like if you don't know that, if you can't just 30-second elevator pitch it, then you need to sit down and do some work because what we know and what becomes internalized, I feel, is what is going to inform the coming year and especially inform the next couple of months. So do your homework. And I feel like the astrology is going to support that. The astrology is going to give you ways to kind of embody that and to sort of make it your own. I also feel like, not to carry on, but this is going to be a 6 week window from now until 6 weeks from now. I feel like this is a 6 week window to dot the i's, cross the t's, to adjust your vision to reflect all that you have to offer. And that's not to overwhelm anyone. Again, I feel like it's informing. Like we need to be informed. We need to have this list in front of us. It's kind of like updating the resume because you never know, or carrying the business card on you, right? With all of your updated stuff. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're going to run into. And some magic is about to happen for all of us in the next 6 weeks. We need to be open to it. And that means, it's funny, we were talking about hermiting as September. This next 6 weeks, I feel like we're going to have to kind of force ourselves out of that a little bit. We're going to have to get out and be seen a little bit, because that's where the connections are going to be made, and that's where the magic happens. So yeah, that's what I got.
Mm-hmm. I feel like she needs to spend some time to herself. And this is what I mean as far as like with trying to find love. Like we have a level of what we really want in a relationship nowadays, to where we're not even thinking about how we're showing up. So what I recommend for her is, I want her to start focusing on herself, focusing on her awareness, her value, her importance of who she is when she steps into someone else's life. So she needs to avoid trying to focus on finding a relationship. When it's your time, it's your time. It's not going to pass you by. And so a lot of times when we try to force things, they never work out. So take time to yourself, know your value, and move forward in what it is that you think of yourself. Like self-love is very important. That's where the hermit comes in. Like I find myself in this moment to where I'm focusing more on my needs, my things that I need to get together for myself. And I feel like that for the collective, we're walking away, we're abandoning situations that were definitely distracting us from who we are as an individual. Um, and allows us to resent ourselves and thinking that we're not worthy, or of being in a relationship with someone. So take some time to yourself, escape, and move away from trying to focus on being with anyone right now. I really think that everybody needs to focus on self-love.
You know, it's so funny.
Yes, we need to avoid doing that. Like, because that's what we do. Like we put like this time frame on things. Like, although I feel like I'm ready for my person to be here, but every time I try to look for my person, it never works out. It's like, okay, I get irritated fast. I do. I'm like, if you mess up, or if you don't call, or if you don't text like how I would want you to, I probably will block you. So so that's a lot of inner work that I need to do for myself. What you get what I'm saying when it comes to that. Then you try to please everybody else with what their expectations where you should find somebody. No, I think that's the opposite way. You should not be doing that. You should be really focusing on allowing your spirit to be led by God. And if it's your time to have that relationship, it will happen no matter what. Nothing's going to stop it.
I agree. Can I comment, piggyback off of that? Yeah, I agree, September. And what I'm feeling in my head about all of this is as well, like the concept of attachment versus non-attachment. Especially
Mhm.
for women, but all people
Yes.
who are seeking love. We
Mhm.
set, and you hit the nail right on the head when you talked about expectation. We set ourselves up. Oh, okay, well, I'm going to go to church to find a relationship. So you set yourself up for that expectation. When I go to church, maybe this will be the time. Maybe today I'll meet the man. Maybe today I'll whatever. I'm going to go to the club. Maybe today it's going to be. And you get all attached to the outcome. And then what does attachment breed, or what does expectation breed? It breeds disappointment when it doesn't turn out,
Yes.
because you're attaching time to it. So if we live from a space of non-attachment versus attachment, we set ourselves up for success. And what does that basically mean? Non-attachment means I live in the moment. I live for now. I don't make too many plans for the future, and I don't live in the past. I accept that the butterfly that has landed on my hand is here right now. And oh, you're so beautiful. And thank you so much for spending this time with me. And I'm going to be forever changed in positive ways as a result of this interaction. And I'm not going to attach a timing to it, because if I attach a timing and I get scared and I say, oh, butterfly, I don't want you to leave, then I smother the very thing that I'm trying to have an experience with. Whereas if we don't attach timing to it and we're in non-attachment means I'm not owed anything. And therefore I can experience and explore everything that crosses my path. I have choice. And so when we say, okay, butterfly, I'm going to drop everything else in my world right now, and I'm going to focus on this moment for however long you're with me. And I'm going to be present with that, and I'm going to be grateful for it, and I'm going to enjoy it. And whenever you leave, I am so grateful and forever changed. And I know that you're going to go off and give this experience to someone else who's going to become this amazing thing. And now I've got space in my life for something new, a new experience, a new exciting thing. So another thing that I just wanted to piggyback off of what September was saying is when we set ourselves up to expect and we want a thing, we're still in chase mode.
Yes,
And
it's a distraction.
Exactly. The chase
It's
and
a
the
distraction.
takes us out of non-attachment. So just some food for thought. And I'm sorry, I didn't get the person's name who submitted that question, but hopefully that is just kind of adding a little bit onto September's reading there.
Yes. Mm.
Not enough. I think people need to get their whole chart done before you start throwing people away. You can't make a decision on a sun sign. I'm going to get T-shirts that say that. But you know what it is? People just look for reasons. When you're in a relationship, things go up, things go down. There's different times. Now, astrologically, over the next 30 days, we are going to have a lot of that kind of thing going on because we have a moon that's going in Leo, and Leo is all about ego and self. And so your partners, my partner, everybody's partners are going to start to act like they know everything. Like that, and everyone suddenly wants attention, and like at least one person is like about to post selfies like it's their album cover. You know what I mean? Like everyone around you is going to be feeling kind of dramatic and expressive, emotional, or like texting your ex just to tell them that you're still hot. That's not weakness. That's lunar confidence. That's what we call that, lunar confidence from the moon. And then, it kind of, you have to deal with whatever comes along from people and let it go for a little while and then see how it is. That's the key, I think. Don't make a decision based on someone's sun sign alone.
It's so true. I have learned that over the years. Like when I discovered, oh, there's a moon and a rising sign in all of this as well, and like how that all kind
and
of
9 planets, or 7
yes,
planets.
like when I started to really kind of understand the concept of it, I was like, oh my God, that would explain why I'm a Virgo. And I feel like at the time I felt like 80% Virgo, but there was this 20% of me that I didn't know or didn't understand because it didn't relate. Now I would say to you, I'm probably more like 30% Virgo.
Yeah.
And
Well,
70%, the Libra, the air signs, the Libra and the Gemini. But yeah, if you don't get your chart done, if you don't and all you need to know is the big three. The other things, they're helpful, and if you want to go a little further in, but the big three, I mean, it's a fucking game changer, especially when you're tapping into relationships, like romantic or otherwise. It's so helpful to understand a person, because that person may not be fully Capricorn. You know what I mean? They might not be, and so there's a lot of compatibility between the two.
Mine's a total Capricorn.
Just off of a sun sign.
I asked from a hole in the ground. So they could hear us, but they just thought we were all okay.
That sounds like we should see a doctor for that. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, if you're transparent, there's an issue there.
It's not supposed to be see-through.
You need to inject you with some ink or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
Of course, it's a Virgo.
It's proven to be Sagittarius. Well, I can't deny that.
Mhm.
And we got Frank Sinatra, Tina Turner. But your rising sign,
Yes.
Sagittarius, yeah. And that makes more sense. And then you have a Gemini rising or something, and
Yes.
I mean Gemini moon or
I
something.
think he was a double Gemini with something, and then the Sag, so that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, so there's 4 of you in there. No, but it's great. I'm Sagittarius, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well, they're known for being picky about who they sleep with. We are great at sex because we're horses, and that's pretty much sums it all up. Oh, that's gonna go in the reel in the beginning, isn't it? That's gonna end up in the reel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because half of them don't know. Yeah.
And all the
Yeah, well,
terminology.
that's why.
That's partially why I'm a novice about it at best, because conjunction this and sextile that and square
Oh
Uranus.
no, that's too far. That's too far.
All of that.
What people should know is you can use ChatGPT to get your entire chart. You don't have to go to special place anymore. You can go in there, you put the time of birth, the location of your birth, and the date, and it'll give you an entire readout now, and you can get your entire chart done, which is, I just did that. I did the DNA. I found out I'm 50% Sicilian, 30% Lithuanian, and 20% butter.
I think I like the butter part.
Butter, yes. They're right on with the butter, yes.
Totally inappropriate. I'm so glad I did not let that come out of my mouth.
That's why I can't. Yeah, that's why I can't stand the heat, because I really can't.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you all about Aquarius. Aquarius, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, but see, that's why the general things about, like, for instance, Aquarius, if you're born in the city, you might end up wanting to help people on a global scale from the city. If you grow up in the suburbs or the country, you might want to help people in that area. It's the general idea that Aquarians usually are forward thinking. They're very enlightened. They want to help groups if they want global change to happen. They don't understand why black people and white people and this religion and that religion can't get together. They're like, what the hell is wrong? What is that? They don't get it. People who are famous Aquarians are Oprah Winfrey, Ellen DeGeneres. Like, well, it's all depends because at one time they did help a lot of people. Even if they did, yell at some people behind the scenes and make people feel bad, they also did help a lot of people. So that was their goal from the beginning. Just because they got rich and bitchy, that's not, that has nothing to do with their Aquarianism. God knows you would too, Keone. You get $1 million in that bitch's bank account and she'll fucking tell everybody. Well, yeah. I mean, hey, we can't all
We're in
be poor.
Aquarius season right now, aren't we? Aren't we in Aquarius right now? Like
Yep.
Aquarius season?
Martin Luther King. He was on the edge of Capricorn and Aquarius. But they're global change makers when it comes to people's thoughts and ideas. So, and they rule electricity, they rule technology, they rule the color blue, like electric blue and silver, and the moon. And they love rock and roll shit. Like if you get an Aquarius, usually a female Aquarius loves like rock and roll, like like a guy with eyeliner and long hair and tight pants and that kind of stuff. That's very Aquarius,
You're describing my stepdaughter.
Really? Is she
You want to
Aquarius?
know what's funny? No, my son, he just came, him and my son, both of my, not to cut anybody out, but he's
No,
an
no.
Aquarius. And just because you just said rock star, they both joined the band class today and he chose drums. So I'm like, yeah,
Love
He's
he's
a
it.
like,
little rock
yeah, rock
star, yeah.
star, loud. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
true.
And they're smart. Aquarians are so smart that the problem for Aquarians is that people never listen to what they say and then they end up being like, I told you so. Like, so Aquarians, what they need to learn is how to see somebody almost slip on a banana peel and not tell them and just be like, they need to slip. They're supposed to fall and hit their head on the ground. I'm not supposed to stop them from doing it. And they won't listen to me anyway. So they do know
Yes,
it all.
they definitely do. You're a Gemini.
Yeah, well, so you may have a little Aquarius in you. If not, I know someone with a guest. Hmm.
Love that.
Which one wants to go?
Well, I would say start with you, Dwayne, because I mean, I've already waxed poetic. I'm happy to tune in, but let you have some spotlight here.
And is this the person who's Aquarius?
No.
Do we know this person's birthday? Okay, well then I will use my powers of intuition and mix it in with my astrology knowledge. So that's when I'm gassy.
It's funny that you said that because I thought he was going to make the sound a fart sound. And I was
I
like,
know,
oh,
me too.
to that. Like, I can't even.
I know. I was like, thank you, Keone. That was so not bitchy. Um, Well, let's see. Just my feeling of guidance is you should be more saying yes. You should be saying yes to things. I think I have a feeling that there's some fear that has kept you from doing stuff, whether it's work or family or something, trips maybe that you're worried about leaving the country or something like that in such a weird time and all this. So whatever it is that you're thinking that you're like, oh, I don't know if I should. My feeling is that you should come from a place of yes more, and it'll be maybe a little bit scary, but it'll also be rewarding at the other end. So that's my intuition, just not knowing your birthday or anything about you. So I hope that makes some kind of sense. And the other thing I would say is, if you're looking for a partner, that now is not the time. I would say yes to dates, but don't say yes to people right away. Don't say yes to a relationship or any of that. It's more going to be, I feel like for you, it's more of a dating experience and not a lifetime. So that's my intuition. I'm sure that Stacy or September will have much more detail.
Yeah, no, that was great. I got 7 of Wands for you, Amanda, and I feel like, I was talking about zone of genius with the magician, and I feel that this is coming through for you in a zone of genius way as well. That this is a time for you in particular where I feel like you're shifting your zone of genius a little bit. Like you're kind of saying, I've done, this in this capacity and in this vein for so long, and I'm craving the change. I'm craving the shift. I'm looking for something different. I just don't know what it is. I feel like what it is for you is shifting up your skill set a little bit, or just putting one skill set to the side and putting a focus on something else that you want to maybe develop, or that is partially developed, or it's underutilized. And I feel like that's going to kind of awaken a little bit of a spark within you, feeling a little more passion, a little more connection to yourself, connection to that soul journey. I also feel like there's a concert in your near future that is going to be extremely inspiring. And while, yes, it's going to be connected to the music and the artists that you're there to see, but I feel like there's also something that is going to happen in the crowd of the concert that maybe the artists bring everybody's attention to, that's going to feel quite inspiring. And I see you leaving that event with like a very clear direction on a particular aspect of your life that you want to kind of lean into. So oddly specific, but I feel like that's kind of what's coming up for you. So pay attention to your zones of genius, and whatever zone of genius you've been leaning into for quite some time, you want to shift it up and lean into something else for a little while. I feel like it's going to break up anything that's stale or stagnant in your life.
Nice.
Yes.
September, you want to chime in with anything?
Yeah, sure. No, just to piggyback off of Dwayne. From what he said, as far as like say no, and it's literally the truth when it comes to any type of relationships. Amanda, I feel that you have someone that you have near and dear that maybe wants to return, wants a second chance, wants an opportunity with you. This person could definitely be spying on you, checking on you on your Instagram. This person could bring some type of conflict. So Dwayne was correct when it comes to space, and when it comes to you. Yes, you need to find more peace. All right, it's peace. I pulled the peace card right after that as well, because all the other cards that I got, it's definitely been conflict, with a significant person that wants to return and spying. But you're trying to find balance and peace. Friendship is very important. Okay. If anyone wants to start any type of relationship or anything with you or return, friendship is the level that you need to stay and stick at. Because I see a lot of conflict, and I don't really like to read negative energy when it comes to love and stuff like that. But that's what's coming out, and the run card actually came out too, to where it's like it's basically you probably stepping away, and ghosting this person because you want more peace in your life, and that's the focus, the main focus for you, Amanda. It's focusing on peace and harmony and friendships only at this time, after dealing with all of the conflict that you just was enduring. Is what I got.
All right, Dwayne. I'll put her month and day up there. February 15th. She also asked the question, "What sign is good for Aquarians?" I'll let you tackle whichever one you want.
Yeah, so she's an Aquarius, and Aquarians are great with Sagittarians like me, or they tend to be really good with Aries because we're all the mutable signs and things like that, or we work well together in those areas. And then sometimes Leo, if you're the type of Aquarius who is more status oriented and likes things like really nice cars, really nice clothes, going out, being like seen, you'd be good with a Leo. If you're more of the person that's like a Leo an Aquarius who wants to stay home and be a little bit more, but still likes to go out, but not all the time, a Leo might not be the best because they're going to get on your freaking nerves. So then I would say you might want to go with somebody who's more grounded, like a Virgo or a Capricorn. But you have to be, again, you go on to ChatGPT or whatever your favorite AI is and find out your whole chart. And you will be amazed because once you find out what your rising sign is, then whenever you see an astrology thing, whatever, listen to the rising sign, not the sun sign. And you'll be like, oh, that sounds a lot more like something that's, something that I would think would be closer to me or I can relate to. So it's interesting how it works out,
I don't trust it. My chat GPT said my sign was yield. No, I used to do that corny thing.
The moon sign was the emotional side that you would look for, like in relationships.
Yeah.
Is that true? Like moon,
mothering, yeah, that's the mother. The moon is the mother, and that's the nurturing part. The rising is kind of like the guidance and the overall and how you see yourself, and the sun is how the world sees you. Okay. So yeah, it's an interesting thing, and it sounds so mystical and power and energy and crazy and woo-woo, but really, if you look at it scientifically, it has a lot of basis in science, which has to do with water, our bodies being water, our planet being water, and the way that all the water on this planet is affected by the movement of the moon and those planets. And how can you be made of water in a sack of water in your mother's stomach filled with water and not be affected by the waves of those movements like any other water, which then creates your spinal cord and your developmental system, your neurological system, which is why it affects your likes, dislikes, desires, things like that. So astrology really has much more basis in science than anybody's really willing to give it. And it's 3,000 years old, so there's something to it.
Jesus, did the moon blow up when I was in the womb? Because what's wrong with me?
Something blew up.
I don't understand it. All right. Amanda says thank you all. And Black JWFL. I think that's Althea. If that's Althea, hey Althea. She says thank you as well. So the question that I've asked on every show, no matter what the theme of the show is today, and if we have one more person out there that wants to get one in, horoscope, we need your birthday and month. And if you want guidance or a love reading, just say so. But what are you three? What are the elements? What does that pertain to?
Water, earth, air, and water, earth, air, and fire.
Yeah.
Oh, just watch Captain Planet, the cartoon. Earth, fire, wind, water, heart. Oh, they put heart in there.
Each sign is affiliated with one of the elements. So, for instance, Virgo is an earth sign. Sagittarius is a fire sign. Aquarius is an air sign. People think it's water because of aqua, but it's not. It's air. Gemini is an air sign. Libra is an air sign. There's 3 of each of the elements to make 12 signs. And if you are one of those elements, then you have certain qualities also that are kind of base qualities. So earth people are very practical. They don't like bullshit. They can sniff out liars and bullshitters. They hate when people lie. They'd rather you be a murderer and be honest about it than to lie and say, "Oh no, I never murdered anybody." They wouldn't respect you. They respect you as a murderer if you're honest.
And which is so weird
Right.
because they hate what
True.
they end up doing.
Right. Wait, what? They hate what?
They hate what they end up
Hate
doing.
what-
They hate a liar and then they lie to you.
Well, yeah, sometimes they can do that, but they in their mind, they've got a reason for
We
it.
give you a
I don't know
chance,
that that's
so you won't
necessarily
lie.
sign related, and that's just human based. Like
Yeah.
people just lie to get out of shit. I don't
I
think
Yeah.
that's a sign.
I think what Dwayne just said illustrates what I was trying to say while I was being silly.
Oh.
Someone will tell a lie, but they will determine if it's a good lie or a bad lie.
Yeah.
Like if that lie was necessary, you know. Like if I had to tell a lie to keep Stacy out of danger, I would have to tell that lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends.
A lie
Yeah, I get where you're going with that.
intention or a good purpose is what you're saying.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
people will find ways to justify their lies. So there you go. Everybody has a moral. The moral. We talked about this on another show. The moral. Well, people go, "What's morally right?" And I'm like, "Who knows?" Everybody's moral compass is so different.
Yeah,
You do
that's true.
one little thing differently than somebody else, and you have no morals.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, okay. But the question I was getting to is, what are you three most looking forward to this year? Stacy, don't say taxes.
Money, 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 money. Money loves me. Money wants me. Money needs
Yes.
me endlessly.
He reminds me of Tosh when he says,
Definitely.
people say money doesn't buy happiness. He goes, well, every time I get more money, I sure am happy. You ever
Well,
see
you
somebody
know what?
frowning on a, you ever see
And I'm
somebody on a wave rider frowning? No.
and I'm bisexual. You buy me something, I get sexual. So I know
Oh.
exactly what he means.
Oh my God. This is how he's starting off the year, Stacy. He usually warms up and starts doing this around June. We're getting it in
Yeah,
January this year.
No,
That's because Daddy has a
Hit the ground
backache and he
running.
took a pill.
You know what it is? September, Dwayne is usually has a significant other, and I haven't seen a lot of him single.
Me neither.
Jesus Christ.
I've been single about 3 months my entire adult life.
Oh, you need a
3
session in
months.
September. That's a problem.
I know. I do. I'm a serial relationshipist.
September, book a session with Dwayne, please. Book him a session.
She's just
I
going to
got
tell me
you.
what I already know. I'm fucked up. And you know what? I'm okay with that.
You love hard. Is that what it is? Is
Yes,
that what it
it
is?
is.
Oh, please don't set him on September. Please don't softball it in there like that.
He just
All
loves
I
it.
hear is jealousy in Keone's voice.
Let me get back because you know Stacy's smiling, but she's gonna kill me later. She's like, when it goes off the rails, I don't know what to do.
I'm fine with it.
She
Hey.
just sits there and gets entertained. Well, Stacy, to your credit though, you have long days sometimes, and so I know you, as a person who has to talk to people all day, relish the moment when you don't have to say a word.
Yes, it's true. It's true. And actually, Wednesdays are my longest day consistently. So I start at like 8 in the morning
Ugh.
and I go until, 7 or 8 at night. So yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, so you're in a real good mood when we start talking about the president at 9:00.
Oh yeah. Yay.
Oh, and this is what I always love. We might have to move this show to 7 p.m. because every time we do it around 6:50 is when the viewer numbers start going up.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, it's got 5 more people just popped in here.
Welcome, everybody.
Wow.
All right.
Welcome.
We've got 10 minutes left, everybody. We'll get one more reading or guidance or horoscope in. If you want a horoscope, put your birth month and day. And if you just want some guidance or a reading, put that. And if I get all three, we'll try to do one for each person really quick. If not, we're just going to keep talking and go back to my original question that Dwayne keeps ruining. What are you guys looking most forward to this year?
September, what have you
I'm
got?
looking forward to more opportunities to of course grow myself. Everything that I've, that I've, asked God for. I'm looking forward to it manifesting this year. I'm looking for solid foundations in all things that I've asked for. So I'm looking for all wonderful things that's coming towards me. So
I love it.
excitement.
Yeah,
Nice. Love it.
that's beautiful. For me, I think this year I'm looking forward to like knowing myself. I've been through this major phoenix and I'm still, last year was a phoenix rising year. I'm still in some of that phoenix rising energy, which is a lot of experimentation, a lot of throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks, a lot of the feeling like, oh, this might be fun to experiment with, this might be fun. But then when you kind of dive in, it doesn't really give you a sense of clarity or a real sense of direction. It's more like, okay, I'm playing with this and I'm seeing how this wants to play with me and how is this changing me. So I think that's for the most part what I mean, of course I could say all the same thing. I agree with all of you about what you're looking forward to in 2026 as well. All of that is true as well. But I think for the most part, it's just like knowing myself in this version of me because I'm very uncomfortable not knowing. The psychic who can divine for everyone else, but can't divine for myself, can't figure it out. So that's what I'm looking forward to this
Oh,
year.
isn't that the thing? Isn't that I mean, isn't that just like the normal course of life? We give such great advice, and then you're looking like, damn it, why didn't I take my own advice?
It's for
Yeah,
me. Right.
yeah, that's
Yes.
very true. But we need to have that
Well,
distance in our lives, otherwise, what the hell? Like we
Yeah,
would know it all. So then, where's the fun in it, right? Where's the
so true.
where's the excitement in all
I
of it?
can help you out, Stacy. Like, cause I feel it. I feel that you want clarity and you want, like you realizing that this is what you need for yourself. But the thing that came out when you were talking is I want you to I want you to forgive yourself for not knowing.
Mm,
Forgive yourself for not knowing and just, like just return back to yourself and just let things just flow. Clarity is coming because you recognize that's what you need. So when you recognize is what you need, it's gonna show up for you.
right.
But
It's
you
that
have to first
that's
forgive yourself. You
yeah.
have to forgive yourself and you have to, like say self, I'm working on it. I just need this clarity. I need this truth. So it's coming.
Oh, well, thank you. And just some validation. I had my coaching session today and that came up in the coaching session. So you're spot on.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, that's good.
absolutely. Yeah. So thank you for that for sure.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes.
That's pretty cool. It's always great when you feel something that happened and somebody goes, "Well, that connectivity,
Oh,
Hmm.
absolutely.
connectivity." I
I have so many clients who offer that unsolicited to me, and I'm like, I don't need it, but then when I hear it, I'm like, actually, it's okay for me to receive that. It's okay for me to take that in. It's a loving gesture. It's reciprocity. So it's
I think it comes a lot easier and faster if we start. I forgot what it's called when you start separating yourselves from everything for good periods of time. Like go take a
Dissociate.
walk on a nature trail and get away from the phone, the computer, the TV, the car, all the electronics. Just get away and walk, be at peace, be at mind, where you can think, and you kind of get rerouted.
yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, stillness. I did a whole thing on my Phoenix Revolution radio show just earlier this month, couple of weeks ago or whatever, and that was what channeled. That's what came through was stillness is what we all kind of need because it's not even so much meditation as much as it's just giving yourself the opportunity to reconnect with self. And when you reconnect with
Yes.
self, even if it's for 30 seconds or a minute, you start to kind of rewire the brain to really start listening to that and checking in with that inner voice and that inner knowing, the inner trust.
you know what the problem is? The
Uh-oh.
audience can't see me, but you guys can. This damn thing right here. When people wanted to bother you back in the day, they had to write a letter, walk to your house, or get in their car and come over.
It's
And
more
now
intense.
this thing does not stop.
Just for the viewers, Keone's holding up a crack pipe.
You're gonna say that to me before February? Wow. I'm holding up a cell phone, and the thing is, people will get mad at me because they're like, "I've been texting you for." Sometimes I will put my phone in an entire different room and go into the other room.
I mean, no, my phone's in another room right now. Like, and I'm looking right at it, but I'm like, I haven't had my phone for an hour.
Yeah, it happened.
A whole hour, and I feel great.
Because I would never not have it be more than arm's length from me. It happens with Stacy all the time. She's like, I called you and texted you. And I'm like, yeah, I was nowhere near my phone. It was in the other room.
We made this arrangement yesterday. I'm doing what you asked me to do, and you're not responding. What's happening?
It's like, because once I get about 12 calls in a row, I'm like, all right, break time. I can't. It will take over your day.
I get these calls all day long, just scam calls. And now what keeps happening is I'll get a number I don't recognize and I'll go, hello, who is this? And it's actually somebody that I know or whatever. I'm getting pissed at these people. And, I'm getting like 30 calls a day from these scam numbers. I can't stand it. It's horrible.
Oh my God! How rude!
Your phone on do not disturb. Like you can set your phone on like focus. I think it's called focus time.
Yeah,
and it'll shut it off from whichever time to the next time. Like I shut mine off, and it's been working because I'm more focused on myself, and there's no other distractions around me because I put it on focus mode. Like my phone does not ring. And then I'll be wondering, like, why ain't nobody calling me? It's because I put it on focus.
Yeah.
It's me trying to find out why you haven't logged into class. September, don't fall for that. Dwayne is not getting spam calls. He's acting like he doesn't remember all the phone numbers that he's given out on Grindr.
Oh, please.